So, my friends, I have it on good authority that the hardest part of YouTube for you is actually getting people to click on your videos and then watch them. Well, if that's the case, we're going to actually solve that for you today. But where did I get this information from? Well, you guys answered a poll that was on my YouTube channel, and it was, what's the hardest part of making YouTube videos that actually can connect and get watched? And it is getting people to click and stick around. So today I'm going to share with you a 5-step process which will take you, if you're going to dedicate some time to YouTube, about 20-25 minutes a day in each of these small phases. So by the end of the week, you're in a position to record 4 videos. Sound like a plan? Well, this is what I take the guys through in the Heart Brand Blueprint. It's a very, very simple process. I have shared it here before, but based on that poll, and 50% of you who participated said to me, that's the hardest thing. Now, there are some other things in here as well, like figuring out what to say or teach. Is that a challenge for you? Let me know in the comments. Sounding natural and not scripted. Well, I hope this sounds natural and not scripted. Maybe I'll teach you that today as well. I'll show you how to do that. And editing and tech stuff. Well, actually, I can answer all 4 of those questions with the information I'm going to share with you today. So if that sounds like a plan, let's get into it. Now, you might be saying, I've never met you before, Stephen. How do you have the audacity or credibility to share this with me? Well, do you know what? I've been making videos now for over a decade and teaching people how to make videos from all manner of walks of life for many, many years. So I hope you'll feel comfortable and reassured that I can take you on this path. But before we do, what are you drinking today? It's a tea with steam moment, you see. Builder's Brew, 1 sugar. So let's dive into this for you. I've made some notes. All the answers are here, and you'll want to hang around for this piece here because it really is the pierre de resistance, as they call it. Basically, it's a bonus tip that brings all of this into perspective and context for you. Now, the real essence around why I'm sharing this information in this video today is because this is what stops new creators. People have been on the path for a few months. They get overwhelmed because the brain, it can break us and our creativity. Today, we're going to deal with the brain and the mind. We're going to give you a simple system that you can repeat and follow and do every time you want to create a new video or you want to plan for the future of your YouTube content so you never get stuck again. So let's deal with the brain, and we'll lead with the heart because the heart will heal us whilst this is breaking us. So what's the first challenge when it comes to making videos where people will stick around and watch them? Now, we're not talking millions of views. We might be talking a few hundred, few thousand, but we need to build connection with our tribe. And the first one is ideas. Okay, so on Mondays, I get my guys to sit down for 20 to 25 minutes. It's called the Pomodoro method. They set a timer for 25 minutes and they research ideas. Now, ways in which you can do this are frequently asked questions, frequently searched questions, and then take those questions, the things that you get asked or the things that you've solved for yourself, go to YouTube, go to Google and type that question in. See what content is coming up. I'm not saying copy by any stretch of the imagination, but what I am saying is look at it, see if anyone's made the video or they've written a blog post on it. How can we take the idea that they've led with and then look at what they've done around it? Is there a specific image, maybe like a thumbnail or a blog post image? Is there a title that they've led with? Is there a particular way in which they've started the blog post or the video? And we'll come on to hooks in a little while. But look at what is already out there because people are searching for stuff. We go to YouTube and Google to search for stuff, for answers to questions. If you've got FAQs and FSQs, frequently searched questions, then you can create a video and you can put your idea, you can plug it in, you can model the process. Now, there's a book called Steal Like an Artist. And you know what? Being an ex-police officer, I'm not against that. But do it ethically and drop your genius in. Make sure it's your unique perspective. But pull together in that Pomodoro, set the timer, 25-minute sprint, 4 ideas. There's a reason I'm going with 4s, and I'll explain it in a moment. So Monday is all about ideation. Now, Tuesdays, we need to take those ideas and we need to really hone and craft and make it that bit clickable. There's a reason we're focusing on the packaging at the start, because now we're talking titles, okay? Tuesdays is all around titles. Giving those previous ideas from Monday titles, another 25-minute sprint, set the alarm and go for it. Now, what I haven't shared with you in the Pomodoro method is 5 minutes of just detaching yourself from the process afterwards. It's like a reward. I like a cup of tea, and a cheeky biscuit. Because that's 25 minutes of focus, it's gamifying the process, and then 5-minute reward is my kind of, oh, look, I've achieved. We're gamifying it and we're getting away from this brain that breaks us. But we focus on titles. Now, you can go to YouTube, you can go to Google, you might get something in your inbox from medium.com, you might have some newsletters that you are subscribed to. But take these titles that kind of click with you and resonate with you and just drop them into like a Google Doc or a Word doc or something like that and start to build up a bank of titles. You're not going to copy the title. You're going to look at the framework. Now, you can throw all these into ChatGPT and say, create me some frameworks if you haven't got any of those resources. If you want access to those resources, we have them in the Heart Brand Creators Circle. I'll put a link around here. You can click it, check it out, and see if you want to come and dip your toe in the water and come and hang out with us and build these videos out in a community. So Monday is ideas, Tuesday is titles. Now, next step number three is, now we've got ideas and now we've got titles, we need to help package it. So step number 3 is thumbnails. Okay, we need to stop the scroll. We need to create a thumbnail that creates curiosity and leaves people asking themselves a question, because those then get them thinking and look at the title, click, click, click the video. So go to YouTube. It's the obvious place. There will be videos that are performing well. These are called outliers. I'm not saying, again, copy, but look at the styles, look at the patterns more specifically. A lot of my videos have text on the left-hand side, image with expression on the right-hand side, and maybe some form of graphic. It might be the YouTube logo. For my type of content, it might be like a bar graph or a bar going behind. I've got bars going behind me. It might be a storytelling kind of flowy loop thing. It might just be me with a big, powerful expression. But look for patterns in thumbnails that do well based on your idea and now your title. And this way you could model that. So you could create a thumbnail with text on the left-hand side as you look at it, you with an expression. And the thing with thumbnails is, I think personally, if you're building a personal brand, it is vital to have you in the thumbnail, literally for recognition. The more you show up, the more people trust you. If you're making videos like this, the more people trust you. So Wednesday, thumbnails. And what we do is we 25-minute Pomodoro sprint, set the timer, go for it, and just work on 4 thumbnail ideas. You don't have to create them. You just draw them on a piece of paper. I like to use Canva, drop pictures in, and look at how I can replicate some thumbnails that are doing well. Not necessarily word for word, but I might use like start now as I want someone to take an action, and it'll be a me with a, oh, come on, type of face. There might be fear and things like that in my face. So it's a matter of the expressions that you can create. And you know what? There's a lot of AI tools out there. This isn't an AI video, so I'm not going down that route today. But if you would like that from me, please let me know in the comments, because you'll see that I've been using AI to speed up my process for thumbnail creation. I'm enjoying it, and literally it takes a matter of seconds. So if you want a video on that, you have to let me know in the comments. So Monday, ideas. Tuesday, titles. Wednesday, thumbnails. So far, this is taking you 25, 50, 75 minutes of your entire week, and you've already got 4 ideas nailed. You've got 4 titles. You've got 4 thumbnails. This is not a massive amount of work, because if you can't allocate 1 hour a day to building and starting this journey, then you just need to stop watching the video and go and do something else, because YouTube is not for you. If you do, though, then you can continue with me, and we'll also get to this big bonus bit at the end, so you can really accelerate your YouTube experience. Step number 4, Thursday, is scripts and hooks in particular. Now, you take your idea, you take your title, you take your thumbnails. You might now want to go and watch some of the videos that you've pulled these ideas and titles and thumbnails from, and just see how they start the video. The most important bit for scripting is your hook. It is, because if you can't get them to watch past that hook, then they're not going to watch the video. So it's scripting, and a way in which I do it is you can do what I've done here. Literally, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they're just bullet points. Because I know my subject, I can talk, I can riff. Because I have a framework, hook, mindset, story, teach, action step, I can throw my content into those different categories and provide a video which has a hook. Okay, the hook, the script piece, which mindset is a question or a bold statement. And I remember at the start, I referenced the poll that you voted on. And then there's a story around that. So again, I lent into the story within the poll. And then the teaching point is exactly what I'm doing. And then the action step, I'll tell you about that later on. So scripts, just bullet point what you would like to talk about. Give one key thing that you're talking about. I'm talking about how to create a video which takes away all the pain that you suffer on YouTube and get people to click it and watch it. The way in which they click it is going to be a good idea, a great title, a great thumbnail, and a good hook at the beginning of your script. And then the script can be bullet pointed. So bullet point the key points and then just riff it. There's a lot to be said for writing a script. There's a lot to be said about bullet pointing. There's a lot to be said for pressing record and going for it. Let me know what you think I'm doing in this video right now. I would love to know your thoughts and if you think it's a video worth watching too. And now we go to step number 5, okay? This happens on Friday. And all of these done are in 25-minute blocks. This one on Friday, you might want to take a little bit longer, but you could still do it. You could still have a go. Because I find that people's first videos are quite short. They nail it very, very quickly. But Friday is all about practicing. So practice saying what the idea is out aloud. Practice saying the title. Practice describing the thumbnail. And then practice the script. If you have 4 of those, okay, and you practiced on Friday in private, when you go to do this on YouTube for real, or if you decide to take one of those, you will be so much better. The video will be so much better. Your confidence will raise and you won't be worried about this paralysis, analysis and comparison across YouTube because it is really, really painful. We all do it. I've done it. For the first 6 months of this YouTube journey that I'm on right now, I created videos and burnt out. I felt they had to be like everybody else and it became painful. I took 6 months off. I watched a video yesterday from a creator who was smashing it on YouTube after smashing it on Instagram, and she had to take some time out because it was just getting too much. But if you have a process here and you follow the method, Mondays, 25 minutes on ideas, Tuesdays, 25 minutes on titles, Wednesdays, 25 minutes thumbnails, the same on Thursdays for scripts and hooks, and then Friday you practice. Even if you just did that for a few weeks, say it was a month of your life, you did that for a month of your life. By the end of that first 4-week month, you'd have practiced 16 videos. Just let that wash over you for a moment. 16 videos, frequently asked questions, you create some depth, you decide whether or not you like it or not, you'll get more comfortable on camera. All of that just through going through a simple system and then practicing in private. And imagine when you just go through that, maybe week 1 or week 2, and you'll go, that's actually good enough to go on YouTube. I feel comfortable and confident enough to put that on YouTube. Wouldn't that impact you? And if you do that 16 times and you just go through that process each week, you're only dedicating 30, maximum 60 minutes a day to this process to get it done. But there is one more thing that you should do. And I'm glad that you've stuck around to find this out, because for me, it is kind of the secret sauce and how you bring all of this together. Because if people don't watch the beginning of your video, or they click on it, or they love the title, and it doesn't resonate with them, they're never going to watch it. So my advice is you put 80% of your effort into the idea, the title, the thumbnail, and then the hook. Because if you have a poor hook, you're going to have poor watch time. Because the reason being is you could make an amazing video. Let's get rid of that now. You could make an amazing video, but the challenge is if you don't get them past the first 15 to 30 seconds, no one's going to watch the rest of it. And that's the biggest challenge, is the idea needs to be compelling enough. Your title needs to create that curiosity, that question in the person's mind. The thumbnail needs to complement the title, and then you need to grab them with that hook. So put 80% of your effort into those things right at the beginning. Because once you've hooked them in and they're enjoying your video, the rest of it then is just keeping attention. Now, if you want a video on that, then you'll have to let me know in the comments, because I can make that for you too. But in the meantime, if you're kind of stuck with just pressing record and all of this feels amazing to you, but you just want to just press record and practice in private, then check out this video right here. It helps you press and record in only 2 minutes a day. I know, crazy, isn't it? But I've built a business and entire course on it, but you get what you need right now here. Take care. Much love. Big Daddy out.